Hi, I'm Adam, and I'm here to announce a brand new product. It's called Liquid Paint Sealant. It is a replacement of our own machine super sealant. Now, how this product is different: 1, you can use it by hand. 2, it's shinier. There's more gloss to it. 3, it's more durable. And 4, it comes off incredibly easy. The perfect car for us to demonstrate it on: our winter driver. This is our Kidmobile. It's a Chevy Suburban. It gets snow, it gets all the nastiness that a winter can do to a vehicle. And this is the kind of vehicle that you really want to go ahead and seal up, especially before the winter shows up. So, without further ado, I'm going to demonstrate the new liquid paint sealant. Using the Cyclo, I'm going to go ahead and mount our gray machine sealant pads to each of the heads. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and take the Cyclo polisher. I'm going to put it on setting 4. Then, using our brand new liquid paint sealant, I'm going to apply about that much product to each pad. Before turning on the machine, I want to evenly spread the product around on the vehicle. I always like to have the cord over my shoulder, either shoulder, but you just don't want to drag the cord over the paint and scratch the vehicle up. And now that I've got it smeared around evenly, I'm going to go ahead and set the Cyclo at a low speed. You don't need to go full speed when you're applying a sealant. Just set it to a speed where it's comfortable for you to use the machine. So remember, when you're sealing the paint, you're not correcting. So you just want to apply a nice even layer. Now, like I said earlier, one of the greatest things about the new liquid paint sealant is that it can be used by hand. That makes it so nice because there's some areas that are just tough to reach with a machine. So, liquid paint sealant, you can use one of our soft hex grip applicators or a microfiber applicator pad. I like to put some on the pad like this, get it even. I want to make sure not have it really clomped on the surface of the pad that I'm going to be hand applying. Otherwise, a lot of it will fall into the cracks and the nooks and the crannies, so I don't want to do that. But this is a great thing to use for areas that are difficult to reach with a machine. Any tight spot, sometimes the A-pillars, and definitely around the door handles. So it doesn't matter if you're using the Flex, our Cyclo polisher, even if you're using one of the Porter cable polishers or any orbital polisher. Make sure you're using a super soft foam pad. And I'm going to now show you how it works with the Flex. I'm going to leave it on a very low setting, between 2 and 3. So putting a little bit of the liquid paint sealant on this. And then, just like before, I want to smear it around a little bit first, so it'll never sling any product. And then so to get the most mileage out of your sealant, the key is to put a really thin and extremely even coat down. You don't want to have big clumps of product on one side of a panel and hardly anything on the other. You want to keep the product really consistent, and as soon as you see the product disappear in the pad, then you reapply. Always polish, wax, and seal your headlamps. Always, always. How many cars do you see in a given day that have yellow or orange or completely faded out headlights? It's crazy. It's such a crazy thing. And people polish and they wax their cars. They'll use a clay bar on the car. They'll do all the things to keep their cars up, but for some reason, avoid the headlamps. They're expensive to replace. You can sand them and buff them out. But man, if you just keep them sealed like I'm keeping the rest of the paint sealed, you're gonna notice that they won't fade out on you. So it's an absolute beauty that the new product can be applied by hand or with a flex or with a cyclo. So no matter which way you choose to apply your liquid paint sealant, the results will blow you away. Now I've got the entire vehicle sealed. Okay, I've gone over and done every square inch of this thing. The family truckster is going to make it through winter. I'm going to go ahead and take one of our double soft microfiber towels. I'm going to go ahead and remove the residue and watch how much effort I use doing so. So, are you a shine freak like me? After I'm done sealing, a lot of times I'm going to go ahead and throw a coat of paste wax over the top. Why? Because I'm crazy and I love it. See, a sealant is a man-made product. Okay, it's made to protect. It's extremely durable. Great for a vehicle that's out in the elements all the time. It's a very good thing to put in your car that you drive through any winter weather. But it's not necessarily the highest gloss that you can get. A paste wax, now that is where you get maximum gloss. Even our buttery wax, very high gloss as well. If you want to add something to it, you throw a coat of wax over the top of your sealant. Is it necessary? No. But if you want to go ahead and spend a little more time in the garage and just have that much more therapy, it certainly won't hurt. So the question you have undoubtedly is, how long does it last? Everyone wants to know that. And there's a questionnaire of a zillion questions that I'd ask you. Do you park it inside during the day? Inside during the night? Outside? Where do you live? Where do you work? Is there a lot of industry in the area that you park your car? How many miles a week do you drive? How often are you washing your car, or how often are you just spraying it off with a pressure washer? There are so many different things that affect how long your liquid paint sealant is going to last in your finish. But there's a really easy way to tell. Is it still there, or is it time to reapply? When you're washing and you look at the finish, look at the hood. Is the water beating up on the finish? Does the water sheet off the car? Is water sticking to the finish? So when the water sticks to the finish, that means your finish is dry, it's no longer protected, and it's time to reapply. If the water's beating off, well then you know you're going to have a nice protected, smooth finish, and the sealant is still there. I like to do it quarterly, and of course, you live in the Arizona desert and you're parking outside all the time, certainly you're going to want to do it more often. You're going to like the new liquid paint sealant. It's a really neat product, it's easy to use, and you'll love working with it. It definitely is a step up in vehicle finish protection. Enjoy.